It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Dameon Pierce. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Texans and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 2nd season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Faking the give. Now Watson into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a veteran journeyman. He's made starts for 7 different franchises. Case Keenum.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Keenum. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Keenum. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Another carry for Pierce. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. We look at this Browns defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Keenum. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Xavier Hutchinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to step up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 40 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the 46, here's 2nd down at 7.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Keenum. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Let's go. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Watson on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you said the other guy was up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Off the play fake, Keenum. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Keenum. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That is caught. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Isaiah McKenzie, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all tied. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Throwing is Keenum on third down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Open man, that's Tillman.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And the pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Again, it's Keenum. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now Watson, and he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Watson now to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Watson looks to throw again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson, option left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
To return it, Darius Phillips.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They go again with Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, here's Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, first and goal. Handoff left side, Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 28-21. A minute 35 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Watson. Complete to Akins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Watson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Watson's throw complete there to Moore. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder. Because
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
you're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Texans, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.